And welcome in to the 9 and 10-year-old state tournament from Spring Hill, Tennessee. Lewis Maddox on the call for the Front Porch Sports Radio Network, WKOM and WKRM. This is a winner advanced loser time to pack it up game for both these teams. Columbia and Lexington here in an elimination game between these two. We saw them play a couple of days ago. They had to start a game, then finish it later on. Lexington won that game 6-5. Clay Ryan's on the mound. The first pitch is going to be sent out and into right field and all the way to the wall. Rounding first is Lane Hill. He's going to round second. He's heading towards third, and he will slide in to three. Ball gets by Cade Reynolds at third base and over to the dugout wall, but he'll be held up there. It's an opener and a triple. The leadoff man, Lane Hill for Columbia, is on here in the top of the first. Here's Ritz Roberts. Columbia's shaking up the lineup just a little bit, and this one's going to be popped up and sent foul. Down the first baseline and out of play. It's an 0-1 count. For Columbia's starting shortstop tonight, Ritz Roberts wearing number 8. Aligned in the fire from Clay Ryan. It's going to be fouled away once again. Roberts now finds himself down 0-2. 6-5 was the final score in Columbia and Lexington's first matchup a couple of days ago. Lexington won that game 6-5. 0-2 from Ryan is popped up straight in the air towards left field. Under it is Ava Bell, and she makes the grab for out number 1. She immediately goes home, keeping Lane Hill on first base, and there's now one away in the top of the first inning. Now comes tonight's starting pitcher for Columbia, Maddox Tate, wearing number 22 with a man on third and one away in the top of the first. Pitch from Ryan. It's going to come in a little high. And that's the first pitch from Clay Ryan that someone hasn't made contact with yet in this game in the third batter. Pitch goes outside. It's 2-0 count for Tate. Walker Bedingfield was on the mound in that first matchup between Columbia and Lexington. Got hit with a pitch, a line drive off the bat of Clay Ryan. So this one's popped up and sent foul out of play. 2-1 now the count for Tate. That line drive off the bat of Ryan came right back into the face of Walker Bedingfield, and the game was suspended. They came back and finished it in a 5-5 matchup as this ball is sent out into left field. Gets by Grady Hudson at short, and Tate, with an RBI single with one away, brings in Lane Hill, and Columbia leads it 1-0 here in the top of the first. It was 5-5, tied up in the bottom of the fifth inning when that unfortunate circumstance happened in the first game between these two teams. Lexington came out, scored one run, and that's all she wrote. Here's Hamilton White. Playing in center field tonight for Columbia, and a strike thrown on the outside corner from Clay Ryan. 0-1 the count. Still one away top of the first. Columbia with one on. It's Tate at first. And one away here in the top of the first as Hamilton White swings through. Pitch 2 from Ryan. And the count now 0-2 on Hamilton White. This time the pitch goes down low. First ball to Hamilton White. It's now 2-1. Winner goes on to play against Goodlettsville tomorrow night, where whoever wins this one will have to beat Goodlettsville 2 times in a row tomorrow to win this state tournament. Goodlettsville will only have to win one game, as they have not lost one in this tournament to this point. Pitch comes in high. Count now 2-2 to Hamilton White. Another pop foul straight back and over the net. As White remains at 2-2. Both Clay Ryan and Duncan Gorski warming up in the bullpen prior to this matchup as the pitch from Ryan goes astray. There goes Tate to second, and he'll have no trouble getting over there. Now a runner in scoring position for Columbia, already up 1-0 in the top of the first inning. Pitch comes in, sent down the third base line, and the throw as Tate's going to go back to second. It turned out okay for Maddox Tate. He got about halfway to third and made Cade Reynolds check him on to second. Both runners are going to be safe. Columbia now with 2 on here in the top of the first with only 1 away. Now the Lexington infield will meet on the bump in the center of the grass. Try and calm themselves down a little bit as Columbia here off to a good start. A lead and now 2 on in the top of the first. Up comes Tucker Neff. Third baseman squares around a bunt. And he will foul one away. Makes contact, but it goes behind him. And he starts off his at-bat down 0-1. Pitch from Ryan. Going to be called high. Count evens up now 1-1 to Tucker Neff. And the offering from Ryan put back into play gets by Ryan. They'll try and turn 2 as Hudson gets the out at second base. White is the force there. Now runners on the corners for Columbia as there was no throw to first. Now 2 away on the top of the first. And Columbia with a man on third. It's Maddox Tate. Now Tate will get a pinch runner as Hamilton White comes back in and will go to third. Tate, the starting pitcher, will get a courtesy runner with 2 away here in the top of the first inning. Now comes Silas Harden, starting in left field tonight for Columbia. Pitch from Ryan goes high and away for ball 1. This one put into play right back towards Ryan. It bounces off of his chest. He goes over to first, and they get it for out number 3 here in the top of the first. That retires the side. Columbia up 1-0 over Lexington as we head to the bottom of the first inning. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work, and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loan our cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines, and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy, and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
Columbia Foodland is a locally owned and operated family grocery store with a full line of dry, dairy, frozen, meat, and produce items. We focus on keeping the freshest hand-cut meat and produce items daily with the most competitive prices in town. We offer weekly ad specials as well as in-store weekly specials throughout the store. Located at 427 West 7th Street in Columbia in the former Harris Foodland location. Columbia Foodland. We're here and ready to serve the wonderful people of Columbia and the surrounding areas.
Tate on the mound for Columbia. He'll face off against Grady Hudson to start out here in the bottom of the first inning, and his first pitch come in low for ball one. It's a 1-0 count for Hudson. Columbia with a 1-0 lead. Lane Hill scored that run in the top of the first. Columbia left 2 on. Let's strikes first in this elimination game with Lexington. Hudson gets a piece of that ball, but swings through for strike one. The count evens up. One and one pitch from Maddox Tate. Starts up high and sinks down low for strike two. And it's a 1-2 count for Grady Hudson. There's the wind and the 1-2 offering from Tate. It's going to be fouled away. First base side will stay at 1-2. Infield for Columbia is Tucker Neff, Ritz Roberts at short, Manny Munoz at second base, and Lane Hill at first. Swung through. No drop third strike in All-Stars, apparently, as Grady Hudson strikes out. That's a punch out for Maddox Tate for the first K here in the bottom of the first. Here comes a center fielder, Griffin Williams, and a strike call on the outside corner. From Tate, it's an 0-1 count. It's time to pitch. Catches the plate, but goes a little bit too low. Even count 1-1 for Williams. Been playing catcher for the majority of this tournament, playing in center field today for Lexington as the pitch goes outside. And he goes up in the count now 2-1. Another outside pitch from Tate. Count runs to 3-1. Three straight balls from Tate after starting out. An outside corner, strike one. And it's a 5-pitch walk as that pitch goes outside. And with one away in the bottom of the first, Lexington with one man on. Williams is at first, and now the catcher, Duncan Gorski, comes up to the plate. A big hitter, and he's shown it throughout the duration of this tournament. Wind in the offering from Tate. Started a little too high and then sinks down low. Count 1-0 to Duncan Gorski. Pitch from Tate turned on and sent out into left field. It's going to be scooped up at that point, but both runners will advance. Williams now on second. It's a knock for Gorski. First of the game for Lexington, and they have two on with one away in the bottom of the first inning. Clay Ryan, the pitcher, going to be next up for Lexington. Batting in the 4 spot. And cleanup where he has been for most of this tournament. He's going to turn on one and send it out into left field as well. Turning third is Williams. He'll head towards home, but now be sent back. Bases are going to be loaded for Lexington with only one away. And up comes another big hitter, the first baseman, Kaysen Allen. Left-handed batter who's had big hits throughout the entirety of this entire tournament. Columbia on top 1-0 in the bottom of the first, but Lexington with a big threat here early. Pitch from Tate coming inside. It's going to be sent out deep into right field and over the hand. The right fielder for Columbia. 2 runs come in and score. Knox Allred in right field couldn't make the grab. 2-run score for Lexington. They now lead it 2-1 over Columbia. Ryan now on second and Kaysen Allen on first base. Pitch from Tate comes in high. It's the third baseman today. Cade Reynolds steps in. That one catches the outside corner. Count 1-1. Cade Reynolds played in center field for the most part. Stepped in and playing third today. As Gorski and Ryan are the combo on the mound and behind home plate for Lexington. 1-1 from Tate. Catches the strike zone, and it's the second strike for Reynolds. It's a 1-2 count. That time just a little low. Two to one Lexington, bottom of the first inning, 1 away. 2 on. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Tate. It's actually the full count pitch. The bases once again loaded for Lexington, still with only 1 away, and up comes Ava Bell. Playing in left field for Lexington today in this elimination game against Columbia. Winner goes on to play against Goodlettsville tomorrow night from Teal Field, the Spring Hill Little League complex here in Spring Hill, Tennessee. Pitch catches the outside corner from Tate for strike 1. Oh, 1 to Bell. Pitch gets by. They don't send Ryan in from third. Going to be popped up and out of play down the first base side into the Columbia crowd. Line and delivery from Tate goes inside. Another foul ball by Ava Bell, and the count runs full. It's Meyer Hauser behind the mound, or behind the plate for Columbia. Physical counts 2-2. The pitch swung through. Strike 3 for Ava Bell. It's a second punch out for Maddox Tate. There's now 2 away in the bottom of the first. Courtesy runner comes in. It's Bell now on third base for Clay Ryan. This is Peyton Hosea. He swings through pitch number 1 for strike 1. 1 from Tate. Skips across the plate, and the count evens up at 1-1. Another strike thrown that time by Tate. A fastball right down the middle. The count now 1-2 for Peyton Hosea. That pitch comes up. Two strikes for Hosea. Here's the offering from Tate. Catches the outside corner for strike 3. They give up 2 runs, but Maddox Tate, a pretty decent bottom of the first. He has 3 punch outs. Lexington leads it 2-1 over Columbia as we head to the top of 2. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
Columbia Foodland is a locally owned and operated family grocery store with a full line of dry, dairy, frozen, meat, and produce items. We focus on keeping the freshest hand-cut meat and produce items daily with the most competitive prices in town. We offer weekly ad specials as well as in-store weekly specials throughout the store. Located at 427 West 7th Street in Columbia in the former Harris Foodland location. Columbia Foodland. We're here and ready to serve the wonderful people of Columbia and the surrounding areas.
Welcome back into the 9 and 10-year-old state tournament from Spring Hill, Tennessee. Lewis Maddox for the Front Porch Sports Radio Network, WKOM and WKRM. It's Lexington with a 2-1 lead over Columbia as we head to the top of the second inning. All right, folks, real talk for a second. We're gearing up to head over to Lexington for a full week. That's 7 straight days to cover the 12-year-old Little League State Tournament on the Front Porch Sports Network. Now, look, hotels don't comp themselves. Gas ain't cheap. And let's be honest, our crew eats like grown men who just ran a marathon in July heat. So we need some good folks like you to step up and help sponsor this broadcast. If you're a business owner, this is a great chance to get your name out there and support youth sports at the same time. Call Tiffany Harris today at 931-223-7463 or email her at Tiffany at KennedyBroadcasting.com. She's friendly, professional, and frankly, way more organized than the rest of us. Let's make this thing happen. Lexington is waiting, and so are the hotel bills. So give any of us a call. If any of you want to sponsor that broadcast next week in Lexington, just let us know. Catch right there was made out in left field. All right, Hosea for out number 1 here in the top of the second inning. That pitch from Ryan goes high and away. Count 1-0. This time he overcompensates, comes back inside and low. Count now 2-0. Put into play. Shot right back towards Ryan. Easy pitch and catch. Over to Nealon Daniels at first base for out number 2 in the top of the second inning. This is Connor Beck up at the plate right now for Columbia. Swings through pitch 1. It's an 0-1 count. Another strike thrown by Ryan. Connor Beck finds himself down 0-2. And he swings through pitch 3, a 1-2-3 inning for Columbia as Lexington still leads it 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
This is Hal Landers, owner of Landers Insurance Agency. We are an independent agency representing the famous Erie Insurance Group. Landers Insurance Agency has been committed to providing great rates and great service since 2002. Whether it's home and auto or business or life insurance, we've got you covered. 24/7 in-house claim service, we've got that too. Visit Landers Insurance at 514 North Garden Street, Columbia. Call us at 931-380-2003. Our website is landersinsuranceagency.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Office space available in beautiful downtown Columbia. Kennedy Broadcasting Company, WKRM and WKOM, has 3 offices for rent in its downtown building. Each office is approximately 18 by 18, and each includes a closet-type storage area. Included are utilities, Wi-Fi, and communal break area. Contact Station Manager Clayton Harris at 931-626-3131.
I'm Justin George.
I'm Corey Muehlbauer.
Together, we are Columbia Motor Company.
Columbia Motor Company offers quality pre-owned vehicles at an affordable price, along with many financing options to keep you in your budget.
We are veteran and locally owned. We are located just off of Carmack Boulevard in downtown Columbia. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram, or visit our website at columbiamotorcompany.com.
If you want a different and enjoyable car buying experience, please give us the opportunity here at Columbia Motor Company.
Welcome back into Spring Hill, Tennessee, the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. Lewis Maddox on the call for Lexington and Columbia in this elimination game for what decides who goes to the state tournament and the state championship game tomorrow against Goodlettsville. We'll have that broadcast for you as well, a potential doubleheader. Goodlettsville undefeated will face off against both these teams. And whichever team it is that goes off to face Goodlettsville tomorrow will have to beat Goodlettsville 2 times in a row. It's a pitch from Tate, catches the outside corner. It's an 0-2 count to Nealon Daniels, the first baseman for Lexington. Time the pitch goes down low now, a 1-2 count. Another low ball from Tate. Daniels started out 0-2, now even in the count, 2-2. Just starting out here in the bottom of the second inning. No outs and no one on. Here's a knock by Nealon Daniels out into left field. He'll get on with a single. The leadoff man is on for Lexington here in the bottom of the second. Strike thrown by Maddox Tate. It's Paxton Hosea now down on the count 0-1. One goes outside. Count 1-1 for Paxton Hosea, 1 on for Lexington. No outs. In the bottom of the second, pitch goes over the head of Hosea this time. Count now 2-1. 2-1 from Tate. Just misses the bottom part of that strike zone. It counts now 3-1. Now an inside pitch, a 5-pitch walk by Maddox Tate. And the first 2 up are now down to the bottom of the lineup for Lexington. It's Eason Glaze, listed as an extra hitter in the lineup today for Lexington. He squares around, shows bunt. Pitch goes away and low as he pulls away. It's a 1-0 count for Eason Glaze. Squares around once again, pokes at it this time. So it goes high and away. Count now 1-1. Clay's wearing number 16, doesn't square around this time. So the 1-1 goes outside. This one put into play, a dribbler down the third baseline, and it will spin and roll foul. It's picked up by Tucker Neff. Everyone returns to their spots. Outside corner, strike three as Glaze watched it go by. It's the fifth punch out for Maddox Tate, and out number one here in the bottom of the second inning. Daniels on second, Hosea on first. As we go back around to Grady Hudson. One-oh pitch from Tate, put right back towards Tate, and he will look around to third, then turn back around, go to first. Get the out there for out number two. Hudson is the man he gets. They leave Daniels alone on third. I don't believe Neff was there in time. So two in scoring position now for Lexington. Already with a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. Now comes the center fielder, Griffin Williams. Wearing number one as Tate spins it in for strike one. Pitch goes a little bit too inside. One and one the count to the center fielder, Griffin Williams. Right down the middle that time from Tate, and it's swung through. By Lexington's Williams, it's now a 1-2 count. Swung through for strike three. Another punch out for Maddox Tate. Two left on for Lexington. They still lead it 2-1 as we head to the top of the third inning. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
I'm Justin George.
I'm Corey Muehlbauer.
Together, we are Columbia Motor Company.
Columbia Motor Company offers quality pre-owned vehicles at an affordable price, along with many financing options to keep you in your budget.
We are veteran and locally owned. We are located just off of Carmack Boulevard in downtown Columbia. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram, or visit our website at columbiamotorcompany.com.
If you want a different and enjoyable car buying experience, please give us the opportunity here at Columbia Motor Company.
Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Delicious food and amazing service at an affordable price. Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Located off of Nashville Highway in Neapolis, near Spring Hill High School. 2504 Care Lane. Authentic Mexican cuisine. Full menu. Family dine-in. Takeout. Delivery. Offering the best cocktails in the area. On the rocks or frozen. Pair your meal with our famous margarita. Don't forget, Mezcal Cochina Mexicana for your next meal. Check us out on Facebook. Visit Mezcal Cochina Mexicana today. Proud supporters of the Front Porch Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Chris Chumley, owner of Expert Landscaping, LLC. Located in beautiful Columbia, Tennessee, Expert Landscaping specializes in consulting and design for all your outdoor needs, as well as installations for landscaping, pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, irrigation, and lighting. Call us today at 931-374-1772. Expert Landscaping, where quality work is an investment in the future.
Welcome back into Spring Hill, Tennessee, 2-1 as we head to the top of the third inning. Lewis Maddox on the call of Columbia and Lexington from Teal Field inside of the Spring Hill Little League complex. Clay Ryan still on the mound for Lexington as we enter the third inning of play. They throw it down and now will convene at the mound to get ready for Manny Munoz, the second baseman for Columbia, to step into the box. Pitch comes in high on Munoz. He sits with a 1-0 count after pitch 1. Put into play, shooting towards second. Hudson grabs it. The throw over to Daniels at first is in time as Daniels snatches it for out number 1 in the top of the third. Down to the bottom of the lineup, it's the right fielder Knox Allred. Wearing number 7 has played a little catcher during this tournament. Starting in right field tonight for Columbia. Pops one foul and out of play on the third base side for strike 1. Good pitch that time from Ryan as Allred swings through. Now faces an 0-2 count. And he swings through on the 0-2 for strike 3, and that's out number 2 in the top of the third inning. Punch out for Clay Ryan as Columbia rounds back to the top of their lineup. Today being the first baseman Lane Hill, number 6. First pitch to Hill is in the zone, and it's swung through and fouled away by Hill. Two to 1 Lexington on top of Columbia. Winner goes on to the state championship game tomorrow against Goodlettsville. So this one's going to be a dribbler down the first baseline and rolling foul. The second straight 0-2 count for a Columbia player, this time to the leadoff man, Lane Hill. Delivery from Ryan goes low and away for ball 1. This time, another foul ball down the first baseline. Somehow makes its way through the fence and into the Columbia dugout. But brought back into the field of play. Ryan has a new ball from behind home plate. And once again, the 1-2 from Ryan goes high and outside. An even count now for Lane Hill, 2-2. Pitch goes upstairs, and the count runs full. Now a 3-2 for Lane Hill. Two-way in the top of the third inning. No one on for Columbia. Trailing by 1 run. It's 2-1 Lexington. Pitch is going to be sent foul down the third base line. As Hill battling just reached out there and poked it. Lucky to get this game in today. So there was some heavy rain here in the Spring Hill area. Game was pushed back to 6:30 from 6 o'clock. And it's now turned into a very nice evening. Pitch comes in right down the middle. Lane Hill watched it go by. It's a punch out for Ryan. 1 of 2 for Ryan here in the top of the third. Columbia still trailing Lexington 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the third inning. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Be a bad man, yes you do. Do you want to taste sweet salvation underneath the summer moon? Do you need an Columbus Avenue.
Welcome back into the 9 and 10-year-old state tournament from Spring Hill, Tennessee. Lewis Maddox for the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. 2-1 Lexington as we head to the bottom of the third inning. It'll be Duncan Gorski leading things off for Lexington. Maddox Tate still on the mound for Columbia. Gorski a double his first time up. Left-handed batter hit one into left center field. He pops one foul on pitch one from Tate. Low pitch this time. Count even at 1-1. That time catches the outside corner. Tate does. Gets back ahead in the count. Now 1-2 to Duncan Gorski. Now put into play. Shooting towards Munoz. It's going to be scooped up. The throw over the hill is perfect from second base. And there's one away here in the bottom of the third. Good play that time for Munoz as it took an awkward hop. Raised his glove up just at the right time to scoop that ball up and go over to first for out number one. And up comes the cleanup hitter, Clay Ryan. This one's popped straight up in the air. Going to be close still in the field of play. And what a grab by Meyer Hauser. Meyer Hauser tracking that ball, ripped the face mask off and makes the grab right near the backstop for out number two. Two away now in the bottom of the third. Cason Allen steps back up. Playing in right field today for Lexington. Pitch goes high from Tate. One offering from Tate. Fouled away. Out of play on the third base side. There's no telling how many baseballs are in those trees. Out of play here from Teal Field. As Allen swings through on the 1-1. It's now a 1-2 count. I'd estimate at least 30 that I've called this week. Swing and a miss by Allen. It's another punch out for Maddox Tate. Another opportunity for Columbia in the top of the fourth to get back right. They trail 2-1 to Lexington as we head to the top of the fourth inning. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family-owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
He shoots, and he scores!
Hi, I'm Matt Perales, manager of Murray County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of Gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard or learn about us on Facebook or contact us at 931-490-8183.
Welcome back into Spring Hill. Top of the fourth inning, about to get started. As Lexington leads this elimination game in the 9 and 10-year-old state tournament by the score of 2-1. Columbia back on the offensive, trying to erase that deficit as the first pitch from Ryan comes in high and inside for ball one. Ritz Roberts takes one to the bag and will take his base at first. The leadoff man, unconventionally, but still is on here in the top of the fourth inning. Back up comes Maddox Tate. Pitch that time was off from Ryan. It's a 1-0 count to Tate. So check down to first base to Roberts is just barely not in time. Roberts gets back safely. Put into play by Tate. They'll try and turn two. They get the out at first. Can't get the out, or get the out at second. Can't get the out at first. There's now one away on the top of the fourth inning. So Roberts was thrown out at second base. Up comes Hamilton White. Playing in center field for Columbia today. Shot into left field. It'll get down for a knock. Single for Hamilton White. And two are on for Columbia here in the top of the fourth. Back around to Tucker Neff. Playing at third base for Columbia. Swings through pitch one. He's down 0-1. Pitch from Ryan right down the middle. Shot towards third. And Reynolds will go over and tag the third base bag. For out number two, it's Maddox Tate that was heading over to third. So the situation remains the same for Columbia, just now with two away here in the top of the fourth. Silas Harden takes pitch one. It goes up around his jawline. A 1-0 count. The Columbia left fielder. That time, outside corner from Ryan. Harden took it again. That one was a strike. Even count 1-1. Well inside pitch. There goes Hamilton White. He's going to have to get down, and he does get under the tag by Cade Reynolds. Seemed like Hamilton White thought he was going to get there without problem. But the throw from Gorski was definitely in time. It was just a high tag by Reynolds, and White got under it. Runners are now on the corners for Columbia. At least looking to tie the ball game up here in the top of the fourth. Pitch from Ryan goes outside. Another pitch goes just a little bit outside. That's ball 4. The base is now loaded for Columbia. And now comes Greer Martin, designated hitter in the lineup for Columbia today. 2 away, top of the 4th. This one going to be popped up in the infield. Going into no man's land, Cade Reynolds comes up and makes the grab on the edge of the grass. For out number 3, we head to the bottom of 4. Lexington still on top of Columbia, 2-1. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
Farmer Johnny here, Taylor Family Farm. I want to give y'all a little look-see. We raise 100% non-GMO, grass-fed beef, pasture chicken, and pork on our family farm. Everything that we grow is raised with love and care to ensure the highest quality and nutrition for our family and customers. You can shop online at TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com or visit our farm store in person at Etheridge, Tennessee at 301 Dave Reisner Road. That's TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com for more information.
Welcome back into the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. Lewis Maddox on the call for Columbia and Lexington. We enter the bottom of the 4th inning. Lexington on top, 2-1. Maddox State still on the mound for Columbia. It'll be Cade Reynolds, third baseman, up for Lexington, who just made that grab for out number 3 in the top of the 4th. First pitch from Tate is fouled away by Reynolds for strike 1. Another good pitch from Tate that time. Sinks down under the bat of Reynolds. Count now 0-2. It's time the pitch from Tate. Trails it high. Count 1-2 to Cade Reynolds. This time right down the middle as Reynolds watched it come in. It's another punch out for Tate. His 7th of the ball game. There's one away in the bottom of the 4th inning. Back up is Ava Bell. First pitch from Tate. Put over to second base. Backhanded by Munoz, but he can't pick it up in time after stopping it. And Ava Bell, first player to get on for Lexington here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's Peyton Hosea. He squares around a bunt, charging his neff as it's pulled away. Squares around once again. This time a great pitch from Tate right down the middle as Hosea squared around a bunt once again. Count 1-1. Pitch from Tate. Popped up. Goes foul on the first base side. Count now 1-2 for Peyton Hosea. One on for Lexington with one away. He's goes outside. There goes Bell towards second. She'll get there no problem. So the ball got by Hauser. Behind home plate. Count now 2-2 for Peyton Hosea. Pitch from Tate inside corner. And Hosea watched it go by as strikeout number 8 from Maddox Tate comes down for out number 2 in the bottom of the fourth. Time taken right there from Hayden Tate, head coach of Columbia's 10U team. Have a conversation with the home plate umpire, who's relaying something up to the press box. Two-way bottom of the fourth inning. Lexington, Ava Bell on second base, and a 2-1 lead. It's Nealon Daniels due up for Lexington, the first baseman. Looks like both coaches have gotten things squared away. Two-way bottom of the fourth, man on for Lexington. Here's Nealon Daniels. Pitch goes down low, gets by Hauser, skips over his head, and Bell heads toward third, gets there no problem. No throw down from behind the plate. One 1-0 from Tate, going to be popped up. In play, and Lane Hill walks up from his first base spot, makes the grab for out number 3, and that sends us to the top of the fifth inning. Columbia still down by 1, 2-1. Lexington leads. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
This is Tripp Stoltz, owner and manager at Columbia Ace Hardware. We have changed our store hours to better serve our community. Columbia Ace Hardware is now open from 7 to 7 Monday through Friday, from 8 to 4 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday. Come see us at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard and let us show you customer service that can only be found at Columbia Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Is your insurance up to date in today's world? Foster Insurance Agency is an insurance agency you can depend on for your commercial and personal insurance needs. Foster tailors insurance coverage to meet your unique requirements stemming from years of experience and represents several top-rated companies such as Erie Insurance. Call Mike Ford or Jimmy Ford today at 931-388-8365 or stop by their convenient Columbia location at 204 West 4th Street. Foster Insurance, serving Middle Tennessee since 1952.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Ford, Foster Insurance Agency here in downtown Columbia. We've been here since 1952, located at 204 West 4th Street. We specialize in commercial insurance. We write home, auto, and life insurance. We write anything from your bulldozer to helicopter, from churches to bars. Come see myself, Mike, Shelby, or Nikki. We'll be happy to take care of you. We specialize in service.
First pitch by Clay Ryan in the top of the fifth inning is sent towards second base by Meyer Hauser. It's scooped up at that point, and a throw over to first base. Nealon Daniels makes the grab. There's a one away in the top of the fifth. Columbia down 2-1 here in the top of the fifth inning. Trying to fight for an opportunity to play for a state championship tomorrow against Goodlettsville. Here's a roller over to third base. Rolls over the arm of Cade Reynolds. Connor Beck gets on in the top of the fifth inning, and the lead run comes to the plate. It's Manny Munoz, the second baseman. Pitch goes too far inside from Ryan. Counts 1-0. This time a great pitch from Ryan. Evens the count out now 1-1 to Manny Munoz. Connor Beck on first base for Columbia. One away in the top of the fifth inning. He trailed by a run. Another strike thrown by Ryan, and Munoz now behind in the count 1-2. Pitch from Ryan, put out into play, and it's going to drop in right field. As Beck heads towards second, he slides in safe. Munoz a single, and 2 men are on for Columbia with one away in the top of the fifth inning. Back down to the bottom of the lineup is the right fielder, Knox Allred. An official timeout taken. As Allred steps out of the box, now steps back in. The left-handed hitter, Knox Allred. Sets in, squares around, shows bunt, and it's fouled away. Straight back into the backstop for strike one. 0-1 count to Knox Allred. This time he lays down a bunt. It's a pretty one right down the third base line until it rolled to the left side of that chalk. Now an 0-2 count for Allred as he trots back in to take his spot inside the box. Pitch from Ryan put into play, shooting towards Hudson. The throw over to second is in time. They will not be able to get Allred at first. Munoz is out at second. There's 2 away in the top of the fifth. But Beck moves up to third. And Columbia's in a position here where they can tie this ball game up in the top of the fifth inning. I thank all of our viewers online for tuning in. I see a lot of folks from Lexington tuning in to watch this baseball game. Here's a shot over to Grady Hudson at shortstop. And Hudson, the fantastic shortstop for Lexington, scoops it up, dives over, and taps the bag. Getting out Knox Allred at second base and retiring the side. We head to the bottom of the fifth inning. Lexington still on top, 2-1 over Columbia. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work, and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loan our cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
Welcome back into the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. Lewis Maddox on the call for the Front Porch Sports Radio Network, WKOM and WKRM from Spring Hill, Tennessee, the 9 and 10-year-old state tournament. This game between Columbia and Lexington deciding who will go on tomorrow to play Goodlettsville for the state championship. Maddox State still on the mound for Columbia as Paxton Hosea in the box for Lexington. Squares around a bunt. Pitch goes outside. It's a 1-0 count to Hosea. Strike thrown on the inside corner this time by Maddox State. Good miss that time from Tate. Just goes right above top line of the strike zone. Count now 2-1 to Paxton Hosea. Another high pitch. Count now 3-1 to Hosea. Outside ball four, and it's a 5-pitch walk. For Paxton Hosea, lead man is on for Lexington here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They lead it 2-1 over Columbia. Hayden Tate comes out. It looks like he's going to be making a change on the mound after that walk, and it looks like it's going to be Lane Hill now on the mound for Columbia with 1 on and no outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hey, folks, it's Lewis Maddox here with the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. I want to take a quick second to remind you all again that we're heading to Lexington next week to cover the 12-year-old Little League State Tournament live on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. We're going to be there all week long, bringing you every pitch, every swing, and every moment. But we could really use your help. If you're a local business or just someone who wants to support these kids, we've got sponsorship opportunities available right now. It's a great way to show your support and get your name out in front of fans all across the state of Tennessee. If you're interested, go ahead and drop us a comment right here on the broadcast, or better yet, just reach out to me directly. My number is 931-982-0106. Again, that's 931-982-0106. Let's keep this thing going strong and make next week in Lexington one to remember. So Lane Hill now on the mound for Columbia, warming up. Maddox Tate switches over and is now playing at short. Ritz Roberts moves from short over to first base. So again, this game an opportunity for both of these teams to advance tomorrow to the state championship game against Goodlettsville. Goodlettsville undefeated in this double elimination tournament. Both these teams with one loss will have to beat Goodlettsville twice in a row tomorrow on Thursday to be crowned the 10U state champions here in Tennessee. Down to the bottom of the lineup for Lexington. Easton Glaze will be the first man to face off against Lane Hill, and his first pitch is going to be popped up straight in the air down the first base line. And Ritz Roberts is under it and makes the grab for out number 1, the bottom of the 5th inning. Around to the top of the lineup, Grady Hudson. First pitch to him, it's fouled away for strike 1. And he swings through pitch 2 and is down 0-2 now. Hudson has put a couple of balls into play, not exactly the power that we've seen from him inside the box throughout the duration of this tournament, but has been fantastic in the field at shortstop today for Lexington. Got a 1-2 count now here in his 3rd plate appearance, trying to turn around his 9th from the first 2. He can't do it there as he swings through strike 3. And he's out number 2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's Griffin Williams, the center fielder. Gets by Meyer Hauser as the pitch skips across the plate. And advancing up to second base is Paxton Hosea. It's the 1-0 to Williams. It's going to be fouled away out of play down the first baseline.
Ariel, you didn't want to come sit down?
1-1 the count to Williams. That pitch comes in low. Count now 2-1 to the Lexington center fielder. Columbia trying to keep this thing at a 1-run lead as they'll have one more chance to put a run on the board in the top of the 6th. Push this game into the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch from Hill, shifted on and drilled out into left field. It's going to get by hard, and a run's going to come in and score for Lexington. They now lead it 3-1 over Columbia here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Big time hit from Griffin Williams, and Paxton Hosea comes in from second base and it pushes the lead for Lexington out to 2 runs. Up comes Duncan Gorski. Pitch comes inside. Ball 1. Another inside pitch. This one coming in high. Gorski ahead in the count, 2-0. Another inside pitch. 3-0 the count to Duncan Gorski. 2 away in the bottom of the 5th. It might not be a terrible idea to walk Gorski. That one hits the outside corner for a strike. It's now 3-1. Gorski calls time on the 3-1 pitch as Hill was getting the signal from Hauser 60 feet away. Inside pitch over the head of Gorski on the 3-1 count. It's now 2 on for Lexington. The pinch runner will come in for Gorski. It's Grady Hudson now on first base. For Gorski, the catcher, 2 outs. Here's Clay Ryan. Puts one into play, shooting up to Maddox Tate at short. His throw over to Ritz Roberts at first base is in time for out number 3. And we head to the top of the 6th inning of play. Lexington adds another run to their lead. It's now 3-1. Lexington on top of Columbia. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines, and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy, and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
Back in Spring Hill, Tennessee for the 9 and 10-year-old state tournament from Teal Field inside of the Spring Hill Little League complex. Lewis Maddox on the call for this elimination game between Columbia and Lexington on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. Lexington with a 3-1 lead over Columbia here in the top of the 6th inning, and Columbia, being the visiting team, it's their last opportunity. They need 2 runs here to push it into the bottom of the 6th inning. The winner of this game will go on to face off against Goodlettsville tomorrow night, needing 2 wins to be crowned state champion. First pitch from Clay Ryan. Just a little bit inside. Goes over the head of Ritz Roberts. Roberts started out at short, now playing first base for Columbia. The pitch goes outside this time. This one put into play, shooting out towards center. It'll get down for a knock. Ritz Roberts with a single to lead off things for Columbia in the top of the 6th inning. It's 1 on for Columbia, and the tying run comes to the plate, and Maddox Tate. Pitch from Ryan, right down the middle for strike 1 to Maddox Tate. Fouled away this time by Tate, the Columbia shortstop. Count now 0-2. Pitch comes in high. Count now 1-2 on Maddox Tate. Now an outside pitch from Ryan. The count now even. It's 2-2. Time taken by the home plate umpire. Tate steps back in. Pitch from Ryan, right down the middle, put towards second base. Throw over to Daniels is in time for out number 1. Roberts moves up to second. There's one away now in the top of the 6th, and Columbia is down to their last 2 outs. Back around to the center fielder, Hamilton White. First pitch by Ryan, gets by Gorski. There goes Roberts to third. There will be a throwdown. It's not in time. Gets out into left field. Here comes Roberts. He'll come in and score, cutting the lead back down to 1 for Columbia. Lexington now leads it 3-2 in the top of the 6th inning. One of the count to White. Popped up, foul, straight back off the net. Count now 1-1. This one's sent out into deep left field, and the catch is made by Paxton Jose for out number 2, and Columbia down to their last out. Bases are empty for Columbia. It's going to be Tucker Neff. Last line of defense for Columbia. Need one more run. And Lexington going to make a pitching change here. As Kaysen Allen will step in and warm up. And while he does that, we'll step aside for a relief break. 3-2 Lexington on top of Columbia with 2 away. Tucker Neff due up. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
I'm Justin George.
I'm Corey Muehlbauer.
Together, we are Columbia Motor Company.
Columbia Motor Company offers quality pre-owned vehicles at an affordable price, along with many financing options to keep you in your budget.
We are veteran and locally owned. We are located just off of Carmack Boulevard in downtown Columbia. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram, or visit our website at columbiamotorcompany.com.
If you want a different and enjoyable car buying experience, please give us the opportunity here at Columbia Motor Company.
Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Delicious food and amazing service at an affordable price. Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Located off of Nashville Highway in Neapolis, near Spring Hill High School. 2504 Care Lane. Authentic Mexican cuisine. Full menu. Family dine-in. Takeout. Delivery. Offering the best cocktails in the area. On the rocks or frozen, pair your meal with our famous margarita. Don't forget, Mezcal Cochina Mexicana for your next meal. Check us out on Facebook. Visit Mezcal Cochina Mexicana today. Proud supporters of the Front Porch Sports Network.
Cason Allen now on the mound for Spring Hill here in the top of the 6th inning. 2 away for Columbia as he comes in relief of Clay Ryan. Score 3-2, Lexington on top of Columbia, and Columbia needs another run here in the top of the 6th for the game to continue, or Lexington will advance to the state championship game tomorrow against Goodlettsville. Tucker Neff is the only man standing in the way of Lexington at the moment of getting granted that opportunity. Cason Allen, the left-handed pitcher, steps onto the rubber. His line and his first pitch hits Neff in the leg. Comes far and inside, and Neff will hop up and limp down to first base. He's going to take some time here to walk it off down the right field line. Now the only man standing in Lexington's way is Silas Harden. Tucker Neff now trots back down the right field line. He's gotten rid of some of that limp. Looks to be okay. Here's Silas Harden, left-handed hitter for Columbia. Playing in left field. First pitch, he swings through it. For strike one. And Neff, the pass ball by Gorski to the backstop, gets over to second base. Still 2 outs, top of the 6th. The 0-1 from Allen goes low and away for ball one. A count even 1-1 for Silas Harden. Put into play, shooting towards Hudson. He scoops it up. The throw over to first is in time. Lexington advances to the state title game tomorrow night against Goodlettsville. The final score, 3-2. Lexington on top of Columbia. Grady Hudson, fitting that he made that out. To finish off the ball game. Been fantastic in the field all night for Lexington. Making play after play. And he scoops it up. The throw over to Nealon Daniels for out number 3 on Silas Harden. Ends the season for Columbia here. 1 game shy of the state title game here from Spring Hill, Tennessee. Final score once again, 3-2, Lexington over Columbia. I'd like to thank all the people that make the broadcast possible here on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. Kennedy Broadcasting Company, WKOM, WKRM, Clayton Harris, Delk Kennedy, everybody back at our station, Ann Klein and Jeremy in Oklahoma, our producers that make these broadcasts possible. Without them, there's no way we could do this. I want to thank most of all you, the viewer, for tuning in to the Front Porch Sports Radio Network here from the 9 and 10-year-old state tournament. Once again, the final score from Spring Hill, Tennessee, 3-2, Lexington over Columbia. For Lewis Maddox, so long from Spring Hill, Tennessee, and have a safe rest of your Wednesday night.